They've been friends for decades, and every year they reunite in beautiful Bali to laugh, relax, and live it up. From poolside cocktails to market haggling, massages to memories, these ladies are proving that friendship only gets better with time. We sit down with this fabulous crew to find out what keeps them coming back and how Bali became their second home. Stick around for this fun interview.
Hi, my name's Karen and I'm from Newcastle, New South Wales.
And I'm Kathy, I'm from Western Sydney, New South Wales.
And I'm Donna, I'm from Sydney, New South Wales.
What first brought you to Bali?
Well, we were on holiday in Queensland for our yearly reunion, which we've been doing for the last couple of years. And one bright spark said we could go to Bali for the same price. So then we all decided to come to Bali. It was put on hold because of COVID. And then our first Bali trip was back in 2023.
Hi, my name is Agita and I'm from Sydney. It started off, we were going to reunion for our school and we decided Australia was too expensive and Bali was the best place to come where you can get everything at a cheaper cost.
Hi, my name's Jo and I'm from Camden. What first brought me to Bali was a holiday with my husband.
What made you all choose Bali as your go-to holiday destination?
Karen.
How did your tradition of visiting Bali begin?
We do a reunion every year and we're in Australia. We've all been friends since 1977, girls.
Yeah.
And a couple of years back we'll go on to Queensland. And I think it was a bright spark sitting there. Joe said, oh, we could have bloody gone to Bali instead of going to Queensland. And it's costing us as a joke. And then at the end of that Queensland trip, we all decided that, hey, let's all go to Bali. And that's when we planned to go to Bali.
That's it.
Because we love Bali.
Bali time!
How many times have you been to Bali?
Numerous times. I actually don't know. I should count them up one day.
Once, and I stopped in on a cruise for one day.
So you weren't here last 23?
Oh, no, sorry, yeah, twice.
I've been to Bali. This is my second time and I love it.
I've been coming since 2007 and I can't remember how many times.
What do you love the most about Bali?
The weather, how everything's affordable, and I love to have massages and shop and do shopping, and I think it's beautiful, and the people are amazing.
The people.
Yeah, the chill out, relax. The way that the Balinese people treat you is absolutely amazing.
I love the friendliness. Everything is just easy. Everyone's lovely. Everyone's happy and smiling.
The scenery, the nature, it's just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous spot.
How do you decide where to stay each time you visit?
Karen. No, previous what I said.
She picks
She
everything.
researches, she starts, we'll go back on Sunday night and Karen will start researching.
She's already started
Yes.
researching.
Karen's up to the booking stage. Like she's
Oh,
past
is she?
the research.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
She's already planning next year.
Where do you normally stay and why?
Stay at Legon. Is it
Legion?
Yeah, Legon.
Wherever Karen books me.
Around Legion.
It's usually Legion Kuta, due to the location and you can access everything.
Because it's close to everything that we need out of the holiday.
There's lots of massage parlours, not parlours, are they? Salons.
I have stayed in numerous places. I have stayed in Kuta way back in the day, but the last few times that we've been here has been Legion, just because it's central.
What does a typical girls' day in Bali look like for your group?
Coffee, breakfast, then we decide where we're going to have dinner. Plans change within 10 minutes. 1 minute we're going to Moo Moo's, the next minute we're going to Grandma's.
Is there a special place in Bali you return to when you're here?
We usually, every time I've been here, go down for drinks on the beach, sunset, have a few drinks and...
I love the spa. I've been there. I always go every year. When I come there, I always go there.
I go to spiritual healing every time that I come to Bali to learn to be able to cope with what goes on in life.
I couldn't actually say there was one particular thing that I do every time. I try to do something different every time that we're here and try different adventures.
What one local food or drink do you always look forward to?
Satay sticks and bintang.
Chicken sarongs and cocktails, any type of cocktails.
Our main spot is the sunset on the beach. Wouldn't you agree, girls?
Yes,
That's
on the beach.
Drinks on the beach. That's a given.
Bibbidi bobbidi nuts.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
bibbidi bobbidi
nuts.
Not bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Boo.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo boo boo. I haven't got a very good flat. What's the word? Palate. Is that it? So, mate, I stick to very basic food, but I love the orange drink because I don't drink water. But when I come to Bali, I'll buy those things by half a dozen. Those orange drinks. I know it's only cordial. I know it's only cordial, but hey, the orange water is the bomb.
What's that?
Bintang! Ah, turn it around.
And I've been enjoying the fried noodles. I think it's
Me goreng?
mee goreng. I've been really enjoying that this time. That's the first time I've really tried them over here, and I really enjoy them.
The Bacardi.
Cardi.
It's got the hydrolyte in it to put all the salt back in your body that you're releasing.
So it's called Bacardi.
Bacardi.
Bacardi sweat.
And all the girls, of course, I've got them all onto it, and now I can't buy one at my own shop because they will go and buy tupfuls.
Not
of it.
all of us.
Most. Most.
I don't drink water.
Do you have a favourite day spa?
The worship well-being spa
That's in Legion.
and like
Lydia.
yeah.
No, I don't have a favourite one, but what Agiga said, the wellness one that we went to today is very special. It's just that little bit more.
The one we went to today was awesome. Absolutely awesome. And that was called sorry for the names. What was it called? Wellness.
Well-being.
Wellness.
In
Wellbeing. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
What's your must-do activity every time you visit Bali?
Myself would be our spiritual journeys spiritual retreats that we do. And also always just going down to that beach and just doing sunset, seeing the sunset on the beach is a must do. If you come to Bali, you've got to do it.
How has Bali changed since your first visit?
A lot. It's a lot more westernised.
Traffic has changed. It's just chaos.
The traffic's even worse this time around
Yeah, I was
than what it was 2 years ago.
I was about to say that, a lot more traffic. The roads are a lot more bumpier and
Yeah, I must agree with that. The traffic is crazy. I feel it's a lot more fast-paced than the first few times that I came, but that's okay. We go with it. So
Bali time.
yeah, Bali time.
And since I've only been here twice, but the first time I come over, the motorbike cycles never had any helmets on. This time I've noticed there's a lot more helmets. Nearly every person you see has got a helmet on, even the locals. Oh, and seeing those big buses. You know those big tour buses that come around? Seeing a couple of them this time around, which maybe before you didn't see. Now you see them and they're just so big. It amazes me that they're even allowed to drive around.
What advice would you give to someone visiting Bali for the very first time?
Don't be so scared of Bali, what you hear in the news.
Do not tell them it's your first time to Bali.
And don't be afraid to barter. Because I know when I first come over, I didn't want to. I just paid the price that they asked the first time. And then I figured it out that they do enjoy that bit of barter backwards and forwards. So,
Yeah, just have your wits about you, but I feel that you have to have your wits about you. Doesn't matter where you travel. Keep your eyes opened, do your research, and other than that, it's pretty laid back.
Yeah.
just enjoy yourself. Have a great time. Don't be rude, be polite because they're very polite to you.
What are your top 3 experiences as a group?
That's it.
We encourage each other
Yeah,
at our age, I
yeah.
think, to
To try and get
try
step
something
out
random and do
of
something out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it works.
We held a big white python.
Then I let it go.
Oh yes, and
We
the
held a
snack,
huge
yeah,
white python.
yeah.
Big quad bikes.
The
Quad
bee
bikes.
bus. The bee bus.
Big bus and the photo shoot.
Photo
Karen
shoot.
organised.
And the go-karts.
60, yeah.
The
Quad bikes.
bikes.
With 4 wheels.
yeah, the quad
Oh
bikes.
wells, not.
Quad bikes.
Yeah.
Bee bus and photo shoot this year were the
And
top 3.
this year and last year, last time I was here, the swings. I've got to say the swings were awesome when we did them that year.
And we done the glass bridge. The
Oh,
Glass
yes.
bridge. But there's too many. You couldn't.
That's the thing with Bali. I've done all my fear factors, everything.
I just want to clarify something. You sure the quad bikes you're talking about have 4 wheels?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the funniest or most memorable thing that's happened during one of your trips?
Have you met these girls? They would kill me if I was to tell you any of the stuff.
What happens on a
Oh,
girls'
I'm
trip stays on a girls' trip.
Right,
Yeah.
in Bali, stays in Bali. That's it. I think for me was the friendship. When I came here for the first time to Bali, my beautiful friend's father passed away, and we all had planned to go to an island, but the friendship that we thought, no, we're going to stay with our friend.
There's no one thing for me when I'm walking around the house nearly peeing myself, laughing at random thoughts that come into my head that you couldn't explain to anybody. Then I know it's been fun.
Yeah.
Then I know we've had a good time.
And you got photo proof.
And I generally have photo proof.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like,
It's just
I
a memory
I
being
think-
made.
and correct me if I'm wrong, you ladies, if we were just sitting around the pool and not doing anything and just general chit chat, some of the stuff that comes out and we laugh at, like Joe said, if you went home and told somebody, they'd look at you like you're a
You can't
total
tell
idiot.
it. You can't tell it.
And so you start chuckling to yourself, and people think you're crazy, but you're like, oh, you just have to be there to get it. So I don't think it's Bali that made it so special for us. It's just us. I mean, they may probably always speak to Joe until another 12 months.
If I'm lucky.
How do you decide where to stay each time you visit?
Karen. No, previous what I
No, she
said.
does. She picks
She
everything.
researches, she starts, Will goes back on
year.
Sunday night and Karen will start researching.
She's already started
Yes.
researching.
Karen's up to the booking stage. Like she's
Oh,
past
is
the
she?
research.
Yeah,
She's already planning next year.
Yeah.
So we're already planning. So it's not just like a quick, oh, let's get together and fly to Bali. There's a lot of work behind the scenes. And that's where the credit goes to these two girls, Karen and Joe. Like I said, without those guys, I know my Bali holiday would be crap. I'd be sitting here going, what am I doing? I don't know.
Have you had any funny or unexpected experiences while in Bali?
What happens in Bali stays in Bali.
Well, I'd just like to say that what happens in Bali stays in Bali. And if I was to tell you what happens in Bali, these ladies would kill me.
Is there a Balinese custom or tradition that you admire?
Me personally, I love their tradition of being grateful and thankful, and their politeness and their family orientated. It's amazing how calm they are. Like when you get into the traffic in Australia, you know, somebody pulls out in front of you, and the first thing you want to do is abuse them. And over here, they just go beep beep, and then they just calmly go on their way. They don't look stressed. And it's all about them being grateful, the gratitude, the grounding and praising to the gods. I admire that immensely.
I love that.
Do you shop in Bali? If so, what's your favourite market or boutique?
Have to be Garlic Lane down there. Yeah.
I've got a favourite little shop that I found the last time I was here, just across from where did we stay at?
Garden View Resort.
Garden View Resort. There's a little lady over there. She's not little. She's younger than me, actually. But she was just absolutely awesome. Did our washing, whatever we could have find when we were running around. I'd go to her and say, this is what I'm after. She'd send out the message, bring it, tell me that she's got it. She looked after both of us, and like, couldn't praise her any different. So I only had to shop at one shop. I'd go to her because she looks after you like there was, like she treated you like a family member.
All of them. And I do shop, and I do like to get a bargain. I just bought 3 bags for $70.
I loved all the shops. I shop in quite a few, and yeah, love them all.
I actually probably don't shop very much anymore. Back in the day I did, and used to go crazy and go home with a million things that I'd probably never use or wear. So I'm quite happy just to look around.
How do you usually spend your evenings?
Just chill. I just chill, we go out to dinner, have a few drinks, and then just make our way back to the hotel.
Usually in a restaurant with music playing in the background, have some dinner, a few drinks, maybe a bit of a dance, and then we'd probably go home because we're 60.
We find a nice little restaurant, little band, where we've been going the last couple of nights has a little 2-piece band, have a bit of a sing-song for some old songs, a couple of cocktails.
Bondi, what's it, Bondi?
Bali Bondi.
Bali Bondi.
Bali Bondi and Legian.
I love people watching, so I enjoy standing at a restaurant while the music in the background, having a bit of a dance, but sussing out all the people, different variety of people, and what gear they're wearing. Generally enjoy doing the people watching.
Yeah, I'm with them there. Like, we always go out for drinks and dinner.
And yeah, just
We
enjoy
just
each
try a
other's
different
company.
restaurant every night, more or less, and see which
Yeah.
ones we like the best and come back next time.
Listening to the local music, local bands singing,
They're all
Western
quite
music.
good.
Yeah. Easy on the eye, so that's a bonus.
What do you pack every single time that you come to Bali?
Everything. But normally just light dresses and thongs.
I think next time when we come over, I'm going to buy Red Bull, sugar-free, and bring some blue bees.
I think the most important thing that I probably pack is medication. I'm a little bit concerned that I'm not going to be able to find what I need if I'm not too well or have a headache or whatever the equivalent is. And other than that, just very light, very casual clothes. You don't need to be dressed up in Bali. You just need to be cool and comfortable.
Underwear.
Second cave.
You told me you didn't wear underwear
But
last
when
time.
seriously, I don't normally like to wear underwear. But when I come away with these ladies, one of the stipulating rules is that I have to have underwear. All right, so I'm not allowed to be an idiot. I'm not allowed to take my teeth out and go on in public.
Not allowed to rubber boobs. She's not allowed to rubber boobs.
Not allowed to rub my boobs, and I've got to wear underpants.
Yes.
So you've done the underpants, I've got the Nescafe. I've got to bring my own Nescafe every time I come to Bali.
I can answer
You're
it.
right. Usually I don't get any in because these pair do all the answering, which is great. And then I just think, what do I say?
Do you prefer staying in hotels, villas, or resorts, and why?
Hotel is much cheaper and it is comfortable.
Well, personally, I'll just stay wherever Karen puts me. But it's nice having a villa with our own room and our own space.
And we like the resorts too, with the pool and the
Yes, and the aircon and,
yeah.
and breakfast included.
Yes.
I think the resort depends whether you're on your own or with a group. Definitely a resort because we all stay in the room each. Got your buffet breakfast is a good meeting point.
I would love to stay in a villa because it's gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah, the villas do look lovely. I actually have never stayed in a villa, but when we come, we are a large group of women and it's just easier to be in a hotel and be close to each other. To get a villa, we wouldn't all fit in, so that wouldn't work for us.
Has Bali influenced your lifestyle or outlook in any way?
Yes, because I like to work and look forward to our Bali trip so we can So it has influenced my life a bit because I like to save and
You've got a goal now.
a goal to come back to Bali.
Yeah, I think it's taught me to be a lot quieter. I think it's taught me a lot of lessons. Taught me to be a lot more patient.
Yeah, I think it also makes you stop and think when you think you've got it hard in Australia and you come over here and see and hear how much they get paid and what they have to do for that money. It makes you feel a bit grateful that you are an Aussie and to just chill out. Don't stress about the small stuff anymore.
Yeah, it has. It's made me more easygoing, and I see things, I appreciate things more because I see how lucky we are in Australia compared to the people that live here in Bali. And they're really hard-working people. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to go home with that sense of being thankful for what we have in Australia. They do have a tough life here, but still they'll always have a smile on their face. So I do try to go home feeling fulfilled and thankful for what we have. Yeah.
Do you feel welcomed and safe when you're in Bali?
Absolutely, 100%. The people, the location, the town. I've never ever felt in any danger or ever had to worry about anything. I feel very safe.
I've heard, before I come to Bali, I heard the stories about, this, that. And every time I come here, all I've done is felt nothing but safe, welcomed. No matter everywhere you go, you get a smile. As long as you're polite to them, even when you're not. I've seen some people that are not so polite and they still smile at them and thank them for their money or whatever. The stories you hear are, sometimes I feel is exaggerated because if you get to know the real people, they're the most beautiful, welcoming people you can meet.
They're very beautiful people.
Yeah. You feel safe when you come here,
100%,
Tom?
100%. Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't bring your daughter if you did.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
100%. I've never felt in any danger in all of the years that I've been coming to Bali. I don't feel any danger where we're staying at the moment. We have to walk down quite a long lane. I'm saying probably at least 500 metres. The lighting is very, very poor. I've done it by myself numerous times since we've been here and I don't feel at all in danger, threatened in any way.
No, I think it's quite safe. And I don't have this thing, in the hotel they're going to steal something. Everything's there. Everything's there. Perfume, everything's there. I don't have I trust them completely.
Are there any places in Bali you still want to explore?
Oh yes, I want to see a turtle. I want to go diving and see a turtle. That's all I want to do. See turtles. I tried it the other day. Didn't happen. See fishes, but didn't see turtles. But that is something that I would love. I remember the first time I come over, we seen owls.
Yeah, it was just getting
as pets, and there was the baby turtles were getting looked after, and they were building a thing to help the baby turtles, and then I'd love to just see how they release them, and that's something that I want to see.
Yeah, we were going to go do the breakfast with the orangutans, but I don't think
Not
have
this time,
this
so
time. But I wouldn't mind doing that next time we come.
Yes, there is, but I don't know. I'll just have to come back and find out what it is that I want to explore. But there's more to Bali than just beaches.
Yeah, I feel I've probably exhausted the tourist things to do in Bali. I probably need to broaden my horizons a little bit more and get out into the country, get away from the touristy activities. But in saying that, I don't regret doing those activities.
No.
If Bali could improve one thing for tourists your age, what would it be?
Traffic, the roads. Seriously.
Traffic, smaller steps. Yep,
Smaller
and smaller
steps, because I'm short.
What keeps you coming back to Bali?
My friends. My friends keep me coming back. Because I just then, when I think of my friends, I think of Bali now.
This is definitely an annual girls' trip, so we just keep coming back and
just keep coming back.
At the moment, it doesn't get tired.
Me, the main reason would be these girls. It's something that we've done and we do to strengthen our friendship and our bond. I don't have any desire to travel anywhere else in the world. Never wanted to leave Australia, but I just love Bali and the weather in winter. After Australian winter, I say I'm coming to Bali. It's -2 in Sydney, and I send little messages going, with 27 degrees here, guys.
Peace that I feel whilst I'm here, the people, the pampering, the being able to do things that you can't do back in Australia because you can't afford it, really. And yeah, basically just the general people and knowing you're going to have a great time when you're here.
Yeah.
What does Bali mean to you as a group of lifelong friends?
Laughs.
Laughs.
Lots of laughs.
Lots of
Yeah.
laughs.
We do have
laughs,
a good time.
memories.
Yeah.
And support, emotional support for each other.
Yeah.
Because not everybody comes over in a good headspace, let's be honest. Reality gets to us every now and then. And you might be the one that everyone thinks is the toughest person, and you might just be triggered. But you've got, instead of just one person or doing it on your own, you've automatically got 8 to 9 people just standing around ready to give you a cuddle and say, hey, we've got your back.
And we love Bali.
Yeah, we love Bali.
Bali time! And what happens in Bali?
Bali stays in Bali.
It's like this YouTube video.
If you found this video entertaining, helpful or inspiring, we'd love for you to consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell. Subscribing will ensure that you never miss out on any of our future content that we create, especially for you.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fellas, stop me on the street.